Alright guys, just before we get on with the video, there is a brand new code, SHARPSUMMER. The remaining 3 additional codes are in the description. I actually spoke about it beforehand in the Korean live stream, but let's use this code, and I'm hoping this is a multi or essence like they did with the Korean live stream, but only time will tell once the game is done with its update, of course. But anyway, coming back to the live stream, it's officially done, and well, there's a lot to look into. So here we have it, 2 new weapons that are going to be releasing with the update. So I do want to kind of take a look at now at the Summer Grand Festival type of content for this video. So we're going to primarily look at the new weapons and whatnot and go over them, of course. So let's start things off with the Marlin surfboard weapon. Fairly interesting of a weapon, but here we are. So let's okay, so pretty much on how this weapon is going to be working. It's first thing first, a water type weapon. The percentages of being level 1 look decently alright, I would say. It's nothing too crazy, of course. So in terms of what the weapon does, so when Marlin's Dream, which is the skill, is used subsequent with a dash, the skill becomes a flying Marlin skill and increases the user's damage by 30%. So basically what you want to do is you want to dash skill. That's the combination to get that plus 30%. When Marlin's Dream or Flying Marlin hit, they grant the user the Surfer Pass effect. While using Marlin's Dream or Flying Marlin, the user gains Super Armor effect, so not too bad on that one, so it won't get interrupted. So pretty much with that, the Surfer's Path increases damage to normal monsters by 1%. The duration is infinite. It says it's stacking up to 999 times, but that probably might not be the case as this is an early build for it. So again, just straight off the bat, I mean, getting that plus 30%, that's not too bad. In terms of the whole Surfer Path, I mean, if there's a great deal amount of enemies, or grunts should we say, normal monsters, then yeah, I mean, this weapon will be helpful in that department, plus you're increasing the attack towards them. A1, when Marlin's Dream is used in subsequence with dash, it resets the cooldown of Marlin's Dream and Flying Marlin, and you can do that every 30 seconds. So basically, if you dash and then activate the skill, then you can reactivate the skill again. So it kind of lets you do the skill twice in one go with that A1, which is pretty nice. A2, as per usual, just get a water damage increase of 10%. That's pretty standard. Going over to, well, we skipped A3, didn't we? So when the user uses Flying Marlin, it charges their dash 1 time. So basically, if you dash to activate the Flying Marlin, of course, you basically get that dash back. So it's a bit of a refund. But you also increase the damage of Marlin's Dream and Flying Marlin by 30%. So I believe I think that in a way kind of stacks it. So damage-wise, it builds up, you know, especially once you get to that A3 mark. A4, you get a decrease on the cooldown by 20%. Again, that's pretty standard. And then once you completely max it out, when the user defeats an enemy using Marlin's Dream or Flying Marlin, it grants the Shaka effect. Increases the user attack by 1%. Duration is infinite, and you can stack it up to 20 times. That's 20%. And that's pretty much the basis of this weapon right here. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I'll do like the whole, you know, increase in the 60% margin on what you get, especially at the very beginning, and then going into A3. In terms as a weapon as a whole, it's coming across for me personally a more of a good weapon if there's multiple enemies. So for example, specifically going against elites, going against bosses, not the best. If in a situation there's waves, there's phases, there's multiple normal monsters, then realistically, then this weapon will shine, and it will help you out in terms of stacking up the buffs that it offers you, going furthermore into the dupes, and especially into the A1, of course. But outside of that, yeah, I probably won't be using this weapon. It's an okay weapon at most, but it's really, really useful if there's multiple enemies. Outside of that, not the best, not the best, but it's an okay weapon. So moving along, we have our skewer, which is the fire weapon that is going to be available in the game, of course. So let's take a little gander on what this weapon is doing. So when the user uses Smoky and Juicy, which is the skills, which is the weapon skill, it creates a sizzling grill. When the user uses Smoky and Juicy, it creates 3 instances of both Juicy Meat and Smoky Large Green Onion. So if you guys can remember when we last looked at it in the Korean stream, again I'll show you guys gameplay in just a second, I called it to say that the grill is definitely buffing us up in terms of damage, and the food on the floor is going to be giving us some buffs. So pretty much the sizzling grill increases the user's fire damage by 5% when within the area, so I called that. On top of that, it increases the damage dealt by 5%, so as long as you stay within the sizzling grill, effectively you're getting the increase in damage dealt and your fire damage, which is, I mean, for the Phoenix Elbow, that'll be pretty lovely. Anyway, moving along to the juicy meat. So, if you pick up the food that is around, wait, let me go back a bit, there we go. So the juicy meat, you recover 3% of your HP, and you also increase your attack by 1%, and it stays on for 10 seconds. If you pick up the green onion, once again you get some you recover your MP. So the meat gives you HP, the onion gives you MP recovery, and you also get a defense increase of 1%. So the meat is for offensive and the onion is for defensive. There you go. Moving along to A1, the number of juicy meat and green onion instances created increased to 4 each now. When the juicy meat and the green onion instances run out, the grill flares up again to deal damage equal to 50% of the original damage it dealt the first time it flared up. So overall, yeah, no, A1 on this weapon is kind of personally where I would like to get it, just to kind of maximize the food dropping and then the additional flare-up damage that it provides. So furthermore, looking at the A2, you get a fire damage increase, which is pretty standard. A3, the effects of the juicy meat and the green onion increase, so you get the 5% increase in HP and MP, and then the attack and defense increase of 3% each, of course. So yeah, not too bad. I feel like it would have been crazy if there was a bit more of a big of a jump, but it is what it is. And then of course A4, you get the decrease in the cooldown as per usual, and then if you completely max it out, then it enhances the effect of sizzling grill, so you get the increased fire damage of 10% when you are within the area, along with a 10% damage increase along with when you're in the area. So again, between the two weapons, the skewer clearly is the one that is going to be providing you with the good amount of damage and the buffs that it provides. In all honesty, to me personally, from what I'm seeing, especially with like the dupes, these weapons do come across as pretty mid. I do like the skewer's grill effect with the meats dropping to give you the buffs. I will say I do love that, but I'm not overly too impressed about these weapons. And yeah, I'm still catering to the Phoenix Elbow. That weapon outshines. I'm sorry. In terms of the fire element, skewer, I love you and all, but the Phoenix Elbow, that's where the damage is at. But both, I will say that the both weapons, you know, they're not bad, they're not terrible, they're pretty decently well done. There we have it. As you guys can see, it's previewing some of the rewards that we can get. So the fish sword is given out for free, fantastic. We're also getting some other weapons, which we'll look into in just a second. Obviously, custom draw tickets, so summons to be given out, beautiful. And as I've spoken about beforehand, and they actually up the rarity, which is fairly interesting. But I did say that Cheyenne and Lee Bora is a free skin, and here it is. It's through the summer event. So there's that. So yeah, so we've got some mini games, being the Juice Blast and the part-time job. Obviously there's going to be its own original story that's happening. There's going to be a little boss fight right there, which is pretty nice. Now, to claim and to use the shop, we are going to have to get these specific resources, and as you guys can see, by doing the encore mission and the instance dungeon, that is where we can get those resources. And damn, 30k, god damn. And that's how we can accumulate some of them there. Obviously, as you're going through the bucket list, which is doing the challenges, rewards are being gained, which is beautiful. And by depending on the amount of rewards that you, challenges that you complete through the bucket list, again, it will determine on you being able to, god damn, of Lee Bora and Cheyenne skin. God, bro, they are not shying away with the artwork. Christ on a bike. Okay, fair enough. So yeah. Free skins, boys, free skin. That's exactly what we love to see. Happy days. So yeah, things are going to be cooked out there. And then Cheyenne skin, yeah. Oh my god, 2,000 essence? Damn! Okay, I didn't see that. So damn, 2k essence, we'll take that. But Cheyenne skin, which I'm very happy for, is a login reward. Yes. Oh my god, look at that. Summer Story, that's where you get one of the weapons. Summer Crush is where you get another weapon. So that's 2 sets right there. and again other bits and bobs. Again, there's so much to be gained through this event, boys. Summer vacation, so this is what the shop is looking like in terms of what you can pick up. Good resources, yeah, just overall solid resources to help you out. You can't go wrong. Now I'm going to throw this in here. So as you guys know, colors are coming into the game where you can, well, you have to get these specific dyes. You can get it through in-game events, or you can just purchase them. Oh my god, I am definitely going for blue. Yeah. Christ on a bike. Yo, what am I watching right now? Oh wait, her base form has color changes too. Whoa. Okay, so certain characters are gonna have the, oh my god, please. Oh my god. Lord have mercy. God damn. Alright, boys. Yeah. Yeah. I'm speechless. I'm recording a video. Okay, cool. So these are the weapons that you can get through the event. So new weapon for SSR hunters, which you can get the durable, the sturdy, and the spiky. SSR, or they're all SSRs. Attack, defense, HP. I'm going for the attack. I'm going for the red one. We got to. Oh, SUYOOSOON. Ooh, wait. The lock and loaded added through the. We gotta wait 10 days for this one. Okay, that's fine. But the racing girls will get a color change, which is awesome. Oh, Park is. Oh, we have to wait 10 days. God damn it. Okay, well that's unfortunate. But yeah, these are the current ones that are going to be getting their dyes. Huge thanks to Alpha, because as you guys can see, yeah, they did kind of give us a bit of a heads up. So water attributes across the board kind of makes sense, and so pretty much, so increases the user's QTE skill damage by 2.5%, increases the user's basic skill damage by 2.5%. So you've got to keep in mind this is attack, this one's defense, and this one's HP. So of course, with what they're providing in terms of the overall universal buffs. Yeah, I mean, I assume one of them will be maybe more in the line of maybe HP recovering, maybe increasing max HP. The other one will be on the defensive side of things, maybe give us damage reduction, who knows. But that's just kind of what we're looking at with these weapons. Again, they are farmable through the event, so this is a big W. We'll take those. So yeah, that is pretty much what the summer event is cooking up. Honestly, yeah, I mean, again, with the event that they've got lined up, with all that they're giving out, with all that is farmable, it is looking pretty dope. Now again, as well as I've gone over, I guess, most of the content for the summer event, they haven't, or they didn't really speak about the skewer being free, so I assume that the skewer will be given away, or not given away, sorry, it will be summonable. So not exactly the wisest choice in terms of the Phoenix Soul Bow, still outbeating it. I'm going to be catering fully for the Soul Bow, but in the midst of me pulling, if the skewer wants to pull up, then that's fine. I will gladly make good use of the grill effect to give the Phoenix Soul Bow some loving in terms of increasing damage, obviously, if that's something you want to cater to. If you want to run double fire weapons, of course, maximize on that part. But yeah, those are the new weapons. That's kind of what the Summer Grand Festival has in line for us. A lot of content, a lot of new resources, and a lot of free things to gain. So W update.